Imagine standing at the edge of a place so wild that even today, large parts of it have never been fully explored. A place where sunlight struggles to reach the ground, where the trees seem to stretch endlessly in every direction, and where every sound could be a warning that something unseen is watching you. This is the Amazon rainforest, the largest tropical rainforest on Earth, and one of the most mysterious places our planet has ever known. Covering more than 6.7 million square kilometers, the Amazon stretches across 9 South American countries, with nearly 60% of it located inside Brazil. From above, it looks like an endless green ocean, but beneath that thick canopy lies an entirely different world. A world filled with extraordinary wildlife, deadly predators, poisonous plants, unexplained discoveries, and ancient tribes that have chosen to remain completely isolated from modern civilization. Scientists believe the Amazon is home to nearly 10% of every known species on Earth. Even more incredible is the fact that researchers continue discovering new animals, insects, fish, and plants almost every year, while humanity is exploring distant planets and searching for life beyond Earth. Some of the greatest mysteries are still hiding right here beneath the trees of the Amazon. Walking into this forest is unlike entering any other place on Earth. In many areas, the trees are so tall and densely packed together that only tiny beams of sunlight manage to reach the forest floor. During the middle of the day, some parts of the jungle remain surprisingly dark, creating an atmosphere that feels almost unreal. Every step forward brings new sounds, birds calling from above, insects buzzing through the air, monkeys moving across branches, and unseen creatures disappearing into the shadows before anyone can catch a glimpse of them. The Amazon isn't simply a forest, it's an entire living ecosystem that influences weather patterns across South America and plays an important role in regulating the Earth's climate. Billions of trees absorb enormous amounts of carbon dioxide while producing oxygen that supports life across the planet. This incredible rainforest has existed for millions of years, surviving dramatic changes in climate while becoming one of the richest biological environments ever discovered. But despite all its beauty, the Amazon is also one of the most dangerous places a person could ever enter. Hidden among its rivers and dense vegetation are creatures capable of killing within minutes. Some are enormous predators that dominate the food chain, while others are so small that people rarely notice them until it's too late. One of the strangest places hidden inside the Amazon is a river unlike anything most people would ever imagine. At first glance, it looks peaceful, flowing quietly through the jungle like any ordinary river. But the moment anything touches its water, the truth becomes terrifying. Known as the Boiling River, this natural wonder has fascinated scientists for years. In certain sections, the water becomes hot enough to seriously burn human skin within seconds. Small animals that accidentally fall into the river often cannot escape. The intense heat quickly overwhelms them before they have any chance of reaching the shore. For decades, many people believe stories about this river were nothing more than myths told by local communities. A river that literally boils in the middle of a rainforest sounded impossible, yet modern scientific expeditions confirmed that this incredible place is real. Researchers discovered that underground geothermal activity heats the water to temperatures that can approach the boiling point in some areas, creating one of the most unusual natural phenomena on Earth. Even experienced explorers approach the river with extreme caution. What appears calm and beautiful from a distance can become dangerously deceptive once you're standing beside it. In the Amazon, nature rarely gives second chances, but as frightening as the boiling river may be, it's far from the greatest mystery hidden inside these forests. Deep within the jungle live people who have never used electricity, never seen a smartphone, and in many cases have never willingly spoken to anyone from the outside world. These isolated tribes have survived entirely on their own for thousands of years, hunting with bows and arrows, building shelters from the surrounding forest, and passing down ancient traditions from one generation to the next. Governments and researchers now protect these communities by keeping outsiders away. It's not only to preserve their culture, but also because even a simple illness carried by a visitor could be devastating for people whose immune systems have never been exposed to modern diseases. Many of these tribes also see strangers as a threat, and history has shown that unexpected encounters can quickly become dangerous for everyone involved. From high above, aircraft have occasionally captured photographs showing tribe members aiming bows toward helicopters flying overhead. Whether they believed the machines were dangerous creatures or simply unknown intruders, no one truly knows. Their language, customs, and beliefs remain largely a mystery, reminding us that even in the 21st century, there are still human societies living almost exactly as their ancestors did thousands of years ago. If surviving the jungle wasn't already difficult enough, the Amazon is also home to one of the most painful insects on the planet. At first glance, it looks like an ordinary ant, only slightly larger than the ones you might see in your backyard. But don't let its size fool you. This is the bullet ant. Its name comes from the unbearable pain caused by a single sting. People who have experienced it often describe the feeling as being similar to getting shot. The pain can last for an entire day, sending intense waves through the body with almost no relief. For many people, it's considered the most painful insect sting ever recorded. Unlike many other ants that travel in massive colonies, bullet ants spend much of their time foraging through the forest, quietly searching for food among fallen leaves and tree roots. Most animals avoid them, and experienced guides know that one careless step can turn an adventure into hours of agony. As dangerous as the bullet ant is, it's still not the most poisonous creature hiding in the Amazon. Bright colors usually catch our attention because they look beautiful. In nature, however, those colors often mean exactly the opposite. Tiny poison dart frogs, no larger than a paperclip, display brilliant shades of yellow, blue, orange, and green. They look almost too beautiful to be real. But those vibrant colors serve as a warning. Stay away. Some species produce toxins powerful enough to kill several people if enough poison enters the bloodstream. Indigenous hunters once used these toxins to coat the tips of their blow darts, giving the frogs their famous name. What's truly fascinating is that these frogs aren't born poisonous. Scientists believe they obtain their toxic chemicals from the insects they eat in the wild. Frogs raised in captivity on different diets often lose much of their toxicity, making them one of the most remarkable examples of how an environment can shape an animal's survival. The deeper you travel into the Amazon, the stranger everything becomes. At night, the forest transforms into an entirely different world. Countless glowing eyes reflect from the darkness. Strange sounds echo through the trees. Every movement in the leaves could belong to a harmless animal, or a predator waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Among the countless creatures living here, few inspire as much fear as the green anaconda. Often called the world's heaviest snake, the green anaconda spends most of its life hidden beneath dark, slow-moving water. Unlike venomous snakes that rely on poison, The anaconda depends entirely on its incredible strength. It waits with extraordinary patience. Then, without warning, it explodes from the water, wrapping its massive body around its prey before squeezing tighter with every breath the victim takes. Eventually, breathing becomes impossible. Large anacondas have been known to capture deer, wild pigs, caimans, and other surprisingly large animals. Stories of giant snakes, much larger than any scientifically confirmed specimen, have circulated through the Amazon for generations. Some explorers claim to have seen snakes measuring over 50 or even 70 feet long. Despite countless expeditions, no reliable evidence has ever confirmed these extraordinary claims. Yet the size of the Amazon leaves enough unanswered questions that legends like these refuse to disappear. Perhaps somewhere deep inside the unexplored wilderness, nature is still hiding secrets we've yet to discover. Not every danger in the Amazon comes from giant predators. Sometimes the smallest hunters are the deadliest. The Brazilian wandering spider is often considered one of the most venomous spiders on Earth. Unlike web-building spiders that wait for prey to come to them, this spider actively hunts during the night, moving silently across the forest floor.
Its speed, aggressive behavior, and powerful venom have earned it a fearsome reputation. Although modern medical treatment has greatly reduced fatalities, a bite can still become a serious medical emergency if left untreated. Stories have circulated for decades about gigantic spiders lurking deep inside the rainforest, creatures as large as dogs or even bigger. While these tales continue to appear in books, documentaries, and internet forums, scientists have never found credible evidence supporting the existence of spiders anywhere near those incredible sizes. Still, when you're surrounded by millions of acres of unexplored jungle, it's easy to understand how legends are born. The Amazon has a way of making almost anything seem possible. The deeper you move into the Amazon, the more you realize that this forest doesn't follow the rules of the modern world. Out here, humans are no longer at the top of the food chain. Every sound, every shadow, and every ripple in the water demands your attention. The Amazon River itself is one of the most powerful rivers on Earth. It carries more water than any other river on the planet, feeding thousands of smaller rivers and streams that weave through the rainforest like giant veins. During the rainy season, the river can rise by more than 40 feet, swallowing entire sections of forest and creating an underwater world where fish swim between the trunks of submerged trees. But the river isn't empty. Beneath its muddy surface live creatures that have mastered the art of survival. Black caimans silently patrol the shoreline, waiting for anything careless enough to enter the water. Electric eels are capable of delivering powerful shocks strong enough to stun large animals. Even schools of piranhas, despite being exaggerated by Hollywood movies, can become extremely dangerous under the right conditions, especially when food is scarce. And then there are the creatures that scientists are still trying to understand. Every year, researchers discover dozens of new species hiding somewhere inside the Amazon. Some are insects no bigger than a fingernail. Others are colorful frogs, unusual reptiles, or strange fish that have adapted to environments unlike anywhere else on Earth. The rainforest is so enormous that experts believe millions of species may still be waiting to be discovered. Think about that for a moment. In an age where satellites can photograph distant galaxies and robots explore the surface of Mars, there are still places on Earth where entirely new forms of life may be living unnoticed. That's what makes the Amazon so extraordinary. Of course, a place this mysterious naturally gives birth to incredible stories. For generations, explorers, pilots, and local residents have shared tales of strange lights moving silently above the rainforest after dark. Some describe glowing objects hovering over the trees before disappearing without a sound. Others claim they've seen mysterious figures watching from deep within the jungle before vanishing into the darkness. Over the years, these stories have fueled countless theories involving lost civilizations, hidden worlds, and even extraterrestrial visitors. One photograph taken during a tourist trip through the Brazilian Amazon attracted worldwide attention after people believed they spotted a mysterious human-like figure standing among the trees with an unusual bright light nearby. While no scientific evidence has ever confirmed the image showed anything supernatural, it became another chapter in the Amazon's long history of unexplained mysteries. Whether these stories are misunderstood natural events, optical illusions, or simply legends passed down through generations, no one knows for certain. And perhaps that's part of the Amazon's magic. It constantly reminds us that not every question has an answer. For all its dangers, however, the Amazon is far more than a place filled with terrifying animals and mysterious legends. It is one of the most valuable ecosystems on our planet. Thousands of plants growing here have been studied for their potential use in modern medicine. Some have already contributed to treatments for serious diseases, while many others remain completely unexplored. Scientists believe the rainforest could still contain natural compounds capable of changing the future of medicine, hidden inside plants that no human has ever examined. Every tree, every insect, every river, and every living creature plays a role in keeping this incredible ecosystem alive. Remove one piece, and the balance begins to change. Today, deforestation, illegal mining, and climate change continue to threaten large parts of the Amazon. Every year, thousands of acres disappear, taking countless species with them before scientists even have the chance to discover they existed. The greatest mystery of the Amazon may not be the creatures hiding beneath its trees. It may be how much of this extraordinary world could disappear before humanity truly understands its importance. The Amazon has survived for millions of years, but its future now depends on the choices people make today. It's a place of breathtaking beauty and unimaginable danger. A world where science meets legend, where ancient traditions still survive, and where nature continues to prove that it is far more powerful than anything humans have ever created. Maybe that's why the Amazon continues to fascinate people across the world, because no matter how much we learn about it, it always keeps one more secret hidden beneath the trees. If you enjoyed this journey into one of Earth's greatest mysteries, don't forget to subscribe for more documentaries exploring the world's most fascinating places, unbelievable discoveries, and untold stories. Until next time, stay curious.